Well, there's just no way to cut it. We 3D printed a crocodile without a brain. As you can see, he's missing half his head. Please give the obligatory name of Mr. Crocodile without a brain in the comments. Whatever you feel captures this fellow the best. On the screen right now, you are seeing the time lapse of said crocodile 3D print. And somewhere around now, you're seeing it pause without continuing. The reason for that is on this layer, it was printed with this being the build plate. I ran out of black filament. We got all the way through the green, and I did not calculate properly how much black I needed. As you can probably guess, I didn't need all that much for the rest of the pupil, but it was enough to disrupt the print. But I didn't want to not show you guys my epic failure. However, prior to printing this crocodile specifically, I did print some successful crocodiles. We have the mommy crocodile and the daddy crocodile. Really quite something. We'll call this the child of the two. Now, he's a bit big to be a baby. Maybe we'll call him a distant cousin. But we did print some little babies. And I am just noticing this now. This guy's two different greens. He's light green up here. He's the same green as Mom and Dad. Does that mean... Oh no. Cousin Gator, what have you done? Oh my goodness. Crocodile infidelity. That was, not planned, but apparently all of the children are not fully one color. How did I not notice this? Look at that. They are all two different colors. How funny. I used two different greens. Oh. How could that be funnier? I am at a loss for words. Naughty, Mrs. Crocodile. You've been sleeping around. Apparently with your cousin. As I said earlier, we're going to change you from being a cousin to being a dim-witted crocodile neighbor to Mr. and Mrs. Crocodile. And you produced crocodile babies with Mrs. Crocodile. The kids are none the wiser, and apparently Papa Crocodile is none the wiser as well. So I guess in this case everyone's happy. I cannot believe I'm making an ASMR video like this right now, but we are. So take it for what you will. These alligators are... Oh my goodness, I just called them alligators. They are crocodiles, people. I said they're crocodiles. I called them gators earlier. My goodness. You know what? That's what it is. These are Mr. and Mrs. Crocodile. This guy's an alligator. And they made these just spawns of Satan crocodile alligators. They are crocogators. This, in my hand right now, is a crocogator. And it's a terrible, terrible creation. Really something else. Gives you the purity of the alligator mixed with the vengeful nature of the crocodile. Really, there's nothing more I can say. Wow. What an insane love triangle. But let's get back on track here. This is another very flexy animal. And I do enjoy them very much. As I kind of alluded to in some of my other videos, I am quite the outdoorsman. I have never seen a crocodile in the wild, but as a younger kid, sometime in high school, I was on vacation with my family, and we went to North Carolina. And being from the Midwest, we don't have crocodiles or alligators or anything of that sort. We went to catch bait fish with a casting net, kind of in a backwater type area. And actually, after that, we went and did some bait casting in a dock, like a boat dock area, and it was posted right out of the car, no wading or swimming, danger, alligators. About 10 minutes into throwing a casting net, trying to get some bait fish, I got the net stuck, and my dad said, well, you got it stuck, you gotta go get it. And no matter how much I pulled or pushed things, the net was still stuck. So I waited out. I looked back at my dad and said, but the sign said no waiting, danger, alligators. And I still did it. Everything I felt on the floor with my feet felt like the back, very similar to this guy, felt like the back of an alligator. Needless to say, I survived, got the net unstuck, and when I went back and told my mother that I was almost eaten by an alligator, she nearly died. Very funny stuff. I brought that story up now 15 or so years later, and my dad just laughed, which is hilarious. And I love you very much, both of my parents, but still a very funny story. I actually have the picture of the sign, because I took a picture on my iPod Which, if that doesn't show you my age, then my goodness. But, very funny story. Well, that was a bit of a different additive ASMR video, but I still very much enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. A little strange at the start, but I feel like we reeled it in with some good old Ryan stories. By the way, my name is Ryan. I think I said it in one other video, but if you've made it this far, I have a feeling you kind of either like me, my mannerisms, if you can still call this ASMR. My name is Ryan, and I want to build a bit of a community, so why don't you guys go ahead and know my name. Until next time, keep printing those Z's.